everyone, and welcome back to another episode here at Tours to Local. My name is Juliana, and on this channel I share with you guys my travel tips, city guides, product reviews, stories from my adventures, and a lot more. But today I have something special for you, and I'm giving you a tour of the Vision of the Seas. I'm here for a 2-week cruise through the Mediterranean with my mom and my sister, and so far we are having an absolute blast. I know a lot of you guys found this video because you too are planning an adventure on Vision of the Seas or another one of the Royal Caribbean ships, so I thought it'd be helpful to give you a little ship tour so you know what to expect. Right now we're in the Centrum, and this is where all the action is. Unlike many ships where a lot of the activities take place in the theater, you'll find many trivia games, activities, music, dancing, all right here in the center. There's plenty of seats, the bar is very big, and this stage area is also perfect for lots of activities. They have done Finish That Song lyric, they have done various trivia game shows, dance battles, things like that. And also they have a band here almost at all times in the evening playing music. There's dancing. It's a really great place. I know I can always count on coming here and finding something to entertain me. And one really cool feature is that there's many levels that you can watch from all the way from deck 9 down here to deck 4. Before we continue to the rest of the ship, I'd like to encourage you guys to please subscribe to my channel or at least check out some of the other videos that are on here. If you are a cruiser, if you like traveling, adventuring, there's going to be a lot of useful information on my channel. I got packing guides, I got port guides, and I even worked on a cruise ship, so you can see what that's like after you watch this video. For my trip, I'm on the Vision of the Seas for a 12-day Mediterranean itinerary. We're going to the south of France, we're going to various ports in Italy, Montenegro, Croatia. It's an awesome itinerary, and I think this ship is perfect for it. To me, I think a small ship allows you to explore the ports more, because on those bigger ships, sometimes that's the destination in itself, and you're so busy on the ship that you don't get outside to explore. So I think that that's the reason this ship does really well with this itinerary. Plus, even though it's a small ship, there is an opportunity for you to find your own hidden corner. Things aren't crowded either. This ship is set up very well, so there's always enough space. There's not very many lines. They have full capacity right now, and I still feel like it's empty. So I really like that, and it's simple, it's classic, but there still are really cool features that I can't wait to show you. Something to keep in mind is that I spent time working on Carnival, so a lot of things come to me as a complete surprise. Perhaps this is something that is on a lot of the ships, but I think it's really handy because I still get lost all the time. So on this interactive map, you can actually type in your stateroom. So I'm just gonna type in 4 numbers. Maybe that's not even a room. It's not a room. But we could locate it on the map and show you how to get there. Not only that, but it shows you various venues around the ship. This thing is fun to press. The dining, it shows you like the menus, the various restaurants. Super interactive. It even shows you like the date and time. So very cool feature. This is the Aquarius. Now there is only one dining room on the Vision of the Seas. There are 2 dining times for this itinerary, 6 and 8:30. We're doing the 8:30 seating, which I think is way better because we're not too rushed after we return from port. There's also my time dining as well as several other restaurants that you can eat at. We're here on deck 5, another deck where there's lots of things to see. To my left we have the Aquarius dining room, but the top level this time, that's where you're gonna get your my time dining. And my favorite part of deck 5 is right over here. I love the open deck for watching us sail away. This is also where the drill takes place. There's a lot of open air, which I think is really good because I've been in some drills where the spaces are so tight, you feel so claustrophobic. So this was a really refreshing way to start our trip. Not too crowded, not too many people, not too hot. That's a win for me. Now we're entering the Centrum area of deck 5. This is where we're gonna find guest services and shore excursions all in the same spot. Things don't tend to be too crowded, the lines aren't too bad. I really like that. Plus, they're right next to each other. On Royal Caribbean, they use a company called Zoom to provide their Wi-Fi service. I decided to purchase it since I do work remotely and had to do some work while I was on the ship. I can see that it's super fast Wi-Fi, and one thing I really liked is that there's a lady who has set hours here on deck 5 to make sure that your internet is working, to answer any questions, sign you up for your package. I think that's really nice because sometimes the whole process of signing up can be a little bit confusing, so it's really good that there's set hours. Like I said, the Wi-Fi itself is really good, and they have several different plan options that fit your budget. Continuing on deck 5, behind me we have the casino. I'm not going to film too much in here because I don't think it's allowed, but the casino itself is very big, lots of different slot machine options. I was very impressed. It feels very intimate. They also have a bar service in there, and from what it looks like, it seems like a really good quality casino. Behind me is the Masquerade Theatre. It is 2 stories located on deck 5 and 6, and this is the one thing I didn't really like about this ship, is that it is rather small. It is hard to find a seat sometimes. It's kind of crowded. The seats are divided up in some areas by individual seats with armrests, so it's harder to fit people in. I recommend arriving to your event 20-15 minutes early if you are wanting to get a good seat, because it does tend to get really packed. I noticed a lot of people standing, and that's one thing that isn't really my favorite. We went up a level to deck 6. Once again, you can enter the Masquerade Theatre through here. I don't think many people enter through here because honestly, it's kind of difficult to get up here. We're going to show you some other areas on deck 6 because deck 6 has a lot happening. When in doubt, if you're looking for something, just head to deck 6. When you continue along deck 6, you also run into the shops. I love how everything is separated into perfume shop, jewelry shop, just random souvenirs. It's a really good way they set it up. I think it's super classy and sleek, and a lot of things you can buy here. We have moved our way towards the Centrum, and this is where a lot of the action is. Now, one thing to note is that they don't have a library on board the ship. It's kind of weird. The closest thing they have is this shelf of books. I guess it wasn't much of a concern to them to not have a library, but at least they've substituted with something. Also behind us we have Cafe Latitude, I guess they call it, and you can buy Ben & Jerry's ice cream here or coffee for purchase. Those 2 things you do have to pay for on your own. And they also have a bunch of desserts there as well you can grab. A lot of people don't realize those are free, but inside tip is they are, and they're delicious. While I passed Cafe Latitude, I actually got a little bit hungry, so I got myself one of their carrot cake muffins, and it looks delicious. Also, right behind me is the art gallery. It is rather small compared to some of the other ships, but it is your typical Park West gallery. You know how it is if you've been on a cruise. It's just typically what you see. I don't know much about art, but if this is something that does interest you, just know that it is a rather small selection. Also, right behind me is the photo gallery where you can get your photos from your time on the ship. It is a very big gallery, which I like. Lots of space for walking around, so you're not pushing and shoving trying to find your own photos. Moving right along, we also have our internet cafe kind of thing. There's 4 stations on each side of the ship, and they always seem to be pretty empty. I think most people are using Wi-Fi nowadays. They also have a printer, which is good to know because if you need to print your boarding pass or whatever, this is the place you can do it. One of the coolest spots to me is the schooner bar. I love the nautical theme. This is where they have the piano guy playing the night away, a really huge bar, and just a great place to relax during the daytime for reading a book. Right behind Schooner's bar is Giovanni's table. Like I mentioned earlier, this is one of our restaurant options that you can pay extra for. This is an Italian style dining experience, and if you like Italian food, first off, we're gonna be in Italy, so why don't you just get off there? But if you do want to book something for a special occasion, this is the place to do it. Right now we're in the Some Enchanted Evening Lounge, another spot that they do trivia. They have karaoke here. It is so big, plenty of seats, and also super quiet during the daytime, so another great hidden spot that you can relax and read if you wish. Also over here is the Diamond Club, just right around the corner from the lounge. I'm not cool enough to be allowed in here, but we can try to take a peek. There's always very bougie and cool people eating food and drinking in here. One day I will be allowed in. So we backtracked a little bit on deck 6 back to midship because we wanted to access Chop's Grill on the other side. This is a much more intimate dining experience, definitely much more luxurious. It's a typical steakhouse with an awesome menu, a beautiful view, another great spot for a special occasion. Now we're on deck 7. Nothing too exciting going on here, just my cabin, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. Now the staterooms are located on decks 2, 3, 7, and 8. This is an interior cabin. We have an awesome area here for doing makeup. So much room in here, guys. Well, we like cram a bunch of stuff in because we overpack, but really, there's a lot of room. Dresser, more drawers, more things can fit over in this area. And the closet is pretty big. This is an interior room, keep that in mind. Obviously the balcony ones are a lot bigger. It came with plenty of hangers for us all. This we brought ourselves because we like to keep our shoes up. Here is the bathroom. Pretty standard. Got our TV right here. 2 beds, this one comes down. We just have 3 people in here. And some more dressers. Oh, and more closet space right here. Full length mirror, Actually, pretty good sized cabin for 3 people. Very, very spacious for an interior, and we've quite enjoyed it. We made it up to deck 9. I'm so happy it's just 2 flights of stairs up from my cabin. Like I said, the ship isn't too big, so you can totally be team stairs, guys. Get the fitness in, work those legs, and burn off some extra calories. Speaking of which, right behind me, you'll find the fitness center and the spa. Place where I've been spending a little bit too much money and time lately. The spa is amazing. It's so luxurious. I really like the relaxation room and how it's set up overall. You enter the spa in here on deck 9 and you can go upstairs to the fitness center. Inside there is a steam room, a sauna, a shower, which a lot of people don't realize you could take advantage of for free. So definitely check it out inside there. Have a chat with the spa ladies on your first day coming in so you can get the spa discounts. The gym itself has a lot of equipment, lots of weight machines, free weights, treadmills, bikes. What really sold me though was the large open studio. It's great for doing Pilates or yoga, lots of room. Overall, I found this gym very, very complete for a cruise ship gym. They got the sauna over here. It is so hot. It's nice. Feels good. I like it. You said you like this one more, Olivia?
No, I like the steam room better.
I like this one.
I like it.
Nobody realizes this is a free service. You can use the keys to lock up your stuff when you go to the gym, and then you can go and use your sauna, steam room, and shower and just change in here, and you're not cramped. If you have like 3 ladies in a room, sometimes you run out of room, so this makes it really faster to get changed and whatnot. Yeah, it's nice.
Moving on from the spa, we also have the solarium. Now this is an 18 and older area, and I think that is super important because it's nice to get a little peace and relaxation away from the craziness of the main pool. It's always quiet in here, no matter how many people are here. I really like the Mexican indigenous sort of theme that they have going on. It's very different from everywhere else on the ship. And inside tip from the crew is that the park cafe here, located in the solarium, is a great place to grab a midnight snack, an early morning breakfast. They have a lot of great food options, and so far I'm really liking it. There's always a lifeguard on duty, which is one thing that kind of is weird. He's always just watching over, but you know what? He's got to do his job. It's fine. We love it. Also, a good thing to note is that there's plenty of spaces to eat here. So grab your food from the buffet or the park cafe, take a seat here, and beat those lines and stress of the buffet, because honey, you don't have time for that. Now we've made our way into midship to where the pool is. There's lots of areas for laying around here. There's some tables. Right behind me you can also see where the Centrum ends. All the way up here is where the light comes in, and over there they have some ping pong tables, which is great because it's in a sheltered area. I've been on some ships where the ping pong balls are flying, the drama, the tears, it's a mess, so at least it's in a protected area from the wind. There's also towel rentals, vest rentals if your little one can't swim, and the pool itself is very big. It's never crowded, which I really like. There's some jacuzzis on the side and a huge bar. One spot that is everyone's favorite is the Windjammer at the other side of deck 9. Lots of food options here. They have 2 areas you can enter from with the same food on each side, so that helps the line to separate a little bit, spread out the crowding. Also a spot in the very center for desserts. I really like the food here. It's a great place to jump for a snack, and I'm feeling a little bit hungry, so let's go get some lunch. This is my favorite spot, the dessert area. I make several trips back here, and I have no shame in admitting that. We are almost done with our tour. We're here on deck 10, another great spot for lying in the sun, just right above the pool area. This is another great spot to relax with a book, watch as you arrive into port. It's just right above the pool area. You can get here by either accessing the stairs from the pool or from inside. Deck 10 is your basic open deck. There's places to lounge, there's shuffleboard, there's a jogging track, and a rock climbing wall. Keep in mind this ship does not have mini golf or a basketball court, which is kind of sad, but I don't really do that anyway, so who cares? Just entertain yourself by running around the jogging course and enjoying the beautiful views. Moving on up to deck 11, this is a half deck, and up here you'll find Azumi's Asian Cuisine, which is their sushi bar, and you can also take sushi making classes here as well. This is one of those places where you do have to pay. It's not included in your meal plan. And right next to it is the nightclub. It's a huge nightclub. The dance floor is huge. There's lots of seating spaces. What I really liked is that the view from here is gorgeous. It's like a 180 view of the entire ship, so it's a really nice place to hang out during the daytime. The nightclub scene on this ship isn't too poppin', I'm gonna be honest. I think it's because this itinerary, you're so busy out in port all the time that by the time 9 o'clock rolls around, you just wanna be in bed. Don't mind me, I grabbed an ice cream cone on my way up because I've been doing a lot of stairs, so I deserve it. We are right above the windjammer now, and this is the area that is for the kids. So you know your girl's trying to avoid that. And they have the Adventure Ocean Club, they have the nursery for the toddlers and little ones, and an arcade back here. And this is where your kids are gonna hang out all day long and ditch you on your vacation, but that's okay, because mom and dad gotta get some peace and quiet. That's all for this ship tour. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know if you're going on Vision of the Seas, what your itinerary is, what you're most excited for. I love hearing all about that. And while you're at it, please make sure you subscribe. It is free for you and means the world to me, and I'd be so appreciative for your subscription. Also check out my social media. I'm on Instagram at Tourist to Local. I love posting photos there. I love talking to you guys, hearing about your vacations. It's really fun for me. So let's keep in touch. But for now, so long, travel well, and make the world your neighborhood.